Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's a very busy day, already my third upload of the day. Basically I wanted to share a few things with you guys. The last market talk video, I talked about a few future star players which I wanted to invest on. Now, those players went really low. They went lower than what they were, but I'm not very much in tension regarding this because I do expect those players to rebound. Now, the thing is that if you buy a player for 100k and he drops to 90, but you've bought this player at 100k thinking he would go, like, you project him to go at 120k. So worst case scenario, you just wait it out. Let the weaker hands just sell their players because they need coins. They need to buy a few players for the weekend league. Let them finish off the selling, and these cards will just rebound. So the thing is that a lot of people invested in future stars, right? Thinking they would go higher during the week and then sell them for a profit to buy a team, which did not happen. So now it's a panic. A lot of cards have been dropping. So this is what I wanted to explain. Now, here's Sterling, which I literally built out on. Left wing position is very complicated this year in FIFA. There's a lot of players, objective players as well. So I don't think this card will rise in the near future. Maybe if he does get a good game, or maybe a month from now, he might be higher. Yeah, but for now, it's not an investment which was worth it in my opinion. Thiago Silva's. Now these ones I bought them right before they go out of packs. He was selling for around 71k. So good profit here, about like 12k a card. This last one I bought it just sitting there on the market around 79k. Sold it for a bit of profit. Bailed out on Walker. Big L on Walker. Bought him for 400k, but I just couldn't hold it anymore. Those Ricardo Pereiras I shared on the last video, I was buying him for 112 up to 115k. So that's pretty good profit, but I'm already regretting this. I should have held on to him. He's going high at the moment, but let's see. Maybe tomorrow he drops with the new Future Stars batch 2. At that time, I'll pick him up. Now, here's an example. I always say, whatever special cards you guys have, if you don't want to sell it, just, if you're waiting for the proper time to sell it, if it's in your transfer list as a dupe, just list it. You never know. This is almost max price on a bender. Now, here's the future star investments which I've made with you guys. I've added a few more. Those Luis Albertos, they're pretty good. 44k. At some point he's gonna rise. I'm gonna sell him. Dembele now. This one was bought at 108, 117, Kamara 155. There's a ton of future stars card that I have currently. Another Dembele with a position change. Most of them were bought for around 100k. This one was a bit more expensive, 148, but that's an old one. That's why. Nengolan I'm still holding, 464 I bought him. Ilicic is just that kind of team of the week that I just list because I've got him as a dupe. Vardy is pretty good. Starting to look good in Vardy's department. 140k I bought him for with a hunter. So I'm still waiting to sell him. Sirigu is another dupe. Martinez now. This is one that I just can't believe he's that low at the moment. Most of them were bought around 70k. This one 77, a bit more expensive. This one 50k. So overall, let's say around 65k, my average on this card, which is not that bad. I do expect him to rise. Now, I'm not sure if tomorrow's Future Stars Batch 2 will have a Eredivisie player. If it does, it's going to help out a ton. Even an Argentinian player, like for example, Lautaro Martinez, if he's released, I would expect this card to rise a bit. Because definitely it is a very good card. I've tried him. I've got him in my squad as well. Very good card. Emerson, bought him for 150k, but I've got quite a few of him. Some were bought around 165. I do expect this card to rise a ton tomorrow. But you never know with this market. But I'm pretty much convinced he will rise above the price that he is right now. Max Irons, 100k, 98k. About the average on Max Irons would be 92. This one would be around 95 up to 100k. I do expect this card to rise a bit tomorrow as well, even maybe tonight with the rewards. David Neres we bought together on the last video. I do expect this card to rise quite a bit as well. Those Jimenez were bought around 22k a card. This card will get a winter upgrade. I do expect this card to be around 45k come maybe in a few weeks. So I'm just gonna relist them. And guys, one more thing. I do think I'm convinced that fodders are the cheapest at the moment. If you look at a guy like, for example, Verratti with Italian links from Liga, I do expect this, this kind of fodders, like I'd say around 84 up to 88, 89 to be cheapest at the moment. One more card which I'm very, very interested on. I'm gonna gather some coins at the moment. I'm looking to sell a few things. This is way too cheap. Parejo is currently selling for around 40k, maybe even cheaper if you go on bids. I'm gonna bid on him tonight when the rewards come out. A lot of people just list them for min price, and I would expect this card, I can maybe pick him up for around 35k. This is a major discount. Think about the mid-icon pack which is coming out. Think about some good SBCs that are on the way. This is very, very, very good value. And that's not the only one. There's Santi Cazorla as well, up around 25k. Tonight is going to be even cheaper. So these are the type of cards that you guys should invest on. Think about the SBCs. Think about the mid-icon pack which is coming out. There's Caputo as well. He's a bit expensive at the moment if he's around 15k. I would expect this card to be around 12 to maybe 14k at night. During rewards, this is when I'll pick him up as well. Those investments that I made on Team of the Weeks, all the informs have been rising quite a bit once they're out of packs. So I do expect these ones, like these ones are not basically informs that I bought for people to use and those cards to rise. These cards will rise with SBCs that are coming up. Definitely there's going to be a ton of SBCs coming up. EA is aware informs are too low at the moment. There is a reason, and when the SBCs will drop, these kind of cards will really, really, really shoot up in price. So I would say concentrate on fodders. This is currently the best investment. Another very, very good investment, in my opinion, is Max Irons. Very, very good card. I've tried him in my team. I like him a lot. Now, he's not in my main team because I do have Semedo there. But if you guys want to pick him up for your team, if you guys want to pick him up for trading, I do think, pretty sure, very, very sure, that these cards are cheapest tonight up to the rewards. After rewards, these cards maybe will not fly, but once the second team is announced, I do expect these cards to really, really rise. And and maybe a week from now, these cards will be flying out of packs. So they're very, very cheap. Meta players, definitely. So this weekend, this will be the team I'll be rocking in FUT Champs. Pretty much the same team as last week. Maybe a few cards will be added depending on the cards that EA drops tomorrow. Let me just put Gerrard back. If you guys haven't seen the last upload where I did the mid-icon pack, please do. Very, very interesting. And I'm gonna put it at the end of the video as a recommended video, so please have a look. And the last investment which I wanted to show you guys, now this is something which I've tried a lot. I've made a ton of coins. As you guys are aware, tomorrow there's gonna be marquee matchups. Whenever the rewards drop, whether it's when the rewards drop or early morning your time, because there's always gonna be people opening rewards, just go on this filter, Defender, Gold, Premier League. Try the same thing with Ligue 1, but not that much. I'd say Premier League, Serie A, Bundesliga, and La Liga. Take those filters, put it at 600, At 500, you're gonna get a ton, but I go 600 usually. Buy as many defenders that you guys can and leave them unassigned and sell them during marquee matchups. Now, most of those are gonna sell at around 1.2k tomorrow after marquee matchups are announced, and some of them are gonna be jackpots. The ones that you guys are gonna just be in shock looking at the price because they're gonna be required. Maybe because of the nation, maybe because of the team. There's a few things that I've seen. I've maybe looked into the marquee matchups a bit more this week because I do want to recover some of the losses if you guys took those trades with me. I do think in tomorrow's marquee matchups, we're going to see Bayern, Inter, and PSG. Those teams might be required. If they're not required, at least from their league, defenders will be required. Now, the reason why I go for defenders, some formations do not require left mids or left wings in the marquee matchups, but any kind of formation requires center backs. Okay, now the full backs sometimes they're not required because of a 3-4-2 formation, maybe for example, but center backs are always required. So I would advise buying only center backs. Uh, these are very safe investments in my opinion, and if you guys want to try it out, buy from I would advise what I would buy would be Bundesliga, Serie A, and Ligue 1 for tomorrow. I do expect those center backs to rise above 11 or 1200 coins. Some of them might even rise a ton more. I will go all in on Inter players as well. And just make sure you buy them after opening rewards, because if you guys have unassigned players, you won't be able to open your rewards until you sell them. And just make sure that you guys sell them as soon as the marquee matchups are announced. So that's about it for today. If you guys enjoyed the content, please leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment down below if there's something else which you guys want me to post on the channel. Also, we're gonna have tomorrow our rewards, which is gonna be gold 1 rewards. I do expect to post this early on tomorrow. We should expect to have 2 player pick specials, 2 jumbo rare players packs, and with those players I'm definitely gonna do some more 81s, 81 upgrade packs, and 83 plus. So make sure to subscribe not to miss on this tomorrow, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.